Some bastard Yoruba people compromise it. Mostly some of our obas. So we are telling our kings in advance that when we eventually come out for our rally and our kings think that they can be used again, just like they have been used many times, just as most of them killed Abiola, their son, as they always call him. I'm not about the phone. Emma, dear, our generation, we are not that generation of 1993. We are now a different generation that will not tolerate what you did by not allowing Yoruba people to fully exit. Obashiju Ade, as we heard, also told Yoruba people to continue with one Nigeria and go and vote. We are not going to listen to Alaafin. Neither are we going to listen to Ooni of Ife, Akarigbo, Awujale, Alake. Nigbo, Ubunte Baba Waso, because Gbogbo yini Egbo, tan pariwo pé kí Yorùbá padà síbi tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ refuse láti dá sí. That means pé ẹ̀yin ò ní interest pé kí Yorùbá kó wà gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè tí ẹ̀yin ṣe ọba lé lórí. So that means that ẹ ní right kankan mọ́lé wa lórí until tabagba country wa, tabagba country àwa máa fẹ́yìn ní right yẹn padà torí àgbé right lẹ́yìn lọ́wọ́ padà, but nígbà tá bá ti jáde fún rally, you have no right to stop any Yoruba people across your state and your community tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe ọba lé lórí. And tẹ́bá prove pé ẹ máa lo anything to impress Tinubu or our governors, there will be a massive chaos. We are preparing for this spiritually, physically, and mentally. But we are using the same media that has never been used before to warn ahead of this day that is coming. We are just waiting for Babakitoye to go ahead and announce the date, and we'll start shutting down every part of Yoruba land for a massive mega rally that have never been witnessed before. If you're a non-indigent living in Yoruba land, you dare not tell us that you are going for your business. You will not be able to run your business as you are right now. We are taking back our land, and we need to protect it before your business. So you must gear up for that. As soon as a rally is called in Yoruba land, your businesses will be disrupted. Get me, as I say, your businesses will be fully disrupted until our land is fully back on our hands. If you have to prepare for any emergency or move your business slightly back to your state, start thinking of that now. The land doesn't belong to Igbo. Neither does it belong to Hausa people. Don't tell us we are one Nigeria. We are not fucking one Nigeria. We are Yoruba people, and we will do whatever it takes to take that land back to its glory as true Yoruba land. And we will welcome you to continue to live on that land, subject to the rules and the constitution that will then be used to run that land. Don't tell us that we are one Nigeria. Don't come and disturb our business. Fuck you. If you dare us, you can also be affected. We will not just be affecting our Yoruba people that won't be able to run their businesses as well, but you will also be affected. Take this to anywhere, I am telling you in advance. For those of you that are non-Yorubas, this is a big event that is about to start in Yoruba land. Don't misquote me. It's a big event that will lead to the declaration and the final exit of the Yoruba people. How long it will take from when we start, I would not be able to know, subject to what our leaders will decide. But I can tell you, the journey to leave Nigeria by the Yoruba people that are serious this time around. If you think that, oh, we are not serious, I've seen some of you Igbo people. I've read the comments. You bastard that continue to say that we should shut up. I am not talking to the true Biafra that wants to exit. I am talking to the bastard Igbos that think that Yaraba, fuck you. If you dare us, all your businesses will be shut down from the day we come out of the rally. You will not operate your businesses because our life is far better than your business in Yoruba land. If you need to start working towards to move your business to Igbo land, or those of you Hausa, do that now, because we will fucking shut down that whole Southwest. It's coming. I can tell you that. They are mad people more than me, but they're telling me to tell you this in advance. This is a serious thing that needs to be resolved, but we hope it can still be resolved. Let me give back again to how we thought.
This is serious. This is serious. Serious problems is ahead. I don't know why all this is happening under this failed administration of Tinubu. I don't know, everything is just happening at the same time. Everybody want to go. Every regions, they fed up. People want to go so that they can secure their land, so that they can secure their state, their region. Since the federal government is not doing anything about it, federal government is not securing anybody. They are just after themselves. So every region want to protect themselves. Anyways, because at the end of the day, it's always Igbos are always the victims. I don't know if this is just the hatred or just the hatred for the Igbos or envy. I don't know, because Igbos are always the target, are always the victims. If they have not forgotten what happened in the past, in the future, what happened is about to repeat itself. History is about to repeat itself again. But I hope it shouldn't be a problem. But Tinubu, I don't know. Nobody can predict Tinubu. He can wake up tomorrow and say, yes, let's do this. And he can even decide to to pretend as if he did not read the letters or he's not aware of what is happening. But I tell you, big problem is about to come. It's going to be chaotic. Anyways, this is history. This is serious, and I just want you to listen to the video to the end of the video, because a lot of Yorubas has been pushing forward. We see a lot of them as going to different media houses and explaining and saying they want to break it. We want to have Oduduwa, our Yoruba Nation. They have been pushing forward. They have sent a series of letters to Tinubu, and if this revolution does not happen in this time before 2027 election, then after 2027 election, there will be serious problem and the revolution will surely come. I will leave you to watch this video to the end, but please do me a favor to watch the video to the end. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's very important, so that you subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get to see videos like this next time when it's being posted. You be the first person to see. Very important. Please, I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.
And I'm talking about the whole Yoruba state, matching you all together from the governor to the deputy to the councillors. You are not up to the populations of millions of Yoruba people that are now saying, let us back up and stop this denial on Nigeria. There will be a serious fight between we and you, so that our enemies within and outside will know that we are serious in Nigeria. To avoid such fight internally, in the past, according to what history has said, there have been many wars between the Yorubas. But Ijatisi is to make sure that history will never forget us, that we took ourselves out of the fake union called Nigeria. And if we need to fight each other on that reason, we are prepared for that.
Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, share with your friends to have access to this kind of content that you have here. Don't forget to subscribe. I love and respect you. I'll be right back.
Coming from the political side of talking, this is not about the tourist fight. It is each and every sons and daughters of Yoruba to this Yoruba nation finally has gone past from the Moscow Soro, the British created the whole Yoruba land will be shut down and nothing will happen until the Yoruba nation is fully enforced. Most of us the Yoruba need to understand, just the same way Nigeria will want to create another. We might have to do such, and there will be many enemies and traitors. But to avoid all this is the reason why we are doing a peaceful, non-violent campaign for the last 5 years. In a letter that was signed, these 2025, the Yoruba people will out on the street, and we dare to say that nobody can stop it, and its government. All the governors in the state needs to understand. And if you look at this, is no longer April last year. Our life has now been we are already 17th of April, and we need to save that quickly. 5 days it will be. But if you are saying to us that from this article we should fuck off, I think 1 year is more than enough for a serious government that doesn't want the death of innocent people. The Yoruba land is going to sit and dialogue. And that means that the dialogue, there will be a lot that we can do to our exit peacefully. But if Tinubu thinks that he can just brush it aside like Buhari did, we are still seeking a peaceful breakaway of the Yoruba people from Nigeria. This year, let us wind down Nigeria together. A peaceful breakaway, they should expect the chaotic breakaway, the councillors, and whatever that means to socialite the early, the poor, prepare so that people might declare Yoruba nation together. But you would not accept such, because if they think we refuse as stupid, using this bomb bastard democracy to deceive that us, means the government must accept democracy, chaotic breakaway of the Yoruba people, and for many years since 1999. And the Yoruba people are still poor. That means that there any opportunity more like to represent any kind of democracy in Yoruba nation. We will do everything it takes this year to make sure that you will not even be thinking about 2027. We are under a serious attack. It's a very important year for our Yoruba, and don't expect much from Tinubu. If you do not know what it means, let's go further. Go back and prepare. This is coming days after suspected Yoruba nation, which for this year, no, that is a very, very tough year in those Yoruba land set us to rescue ourselves from what Britain to disabilitate the true movement known as Nigeria. We know that already because evidence has already pointed that this is not the first time that Tinubu has always, if the Igbo destroy Nigeria, every that is their own Yoruba land. It destroyed the ferry, he has destroyed the save Nigeria, he has destroyed many organizations that have been set up with Yoruba land. If the Hausa wants to keep it, if that is the cup of many people, right inside the territory and the real indigenous people's land. So Nigeria, don't say Yoruba land. When Nigeria ceased to exist, decided to tell those that we will not tell you what we will do, followers. But I'm sure you know what we declare Yoruba nation. That is Tinubu's agenda. We are not sitting here to tell you, Tinubu's drafted into we have the right to do anything to destabilize and destroy that Nigeria ceased to exist. 2022 in the Yoruba state could have had a chance to witness Ondo state, what should have called a declaration of Yoruba nation. I can tell you Ogun state, Lagos state, Ekiti state. The declaration of Yoruba nation was ready in 2022. and we have every right information to stop Nigeria from existing and do monetary telling you what we would do to invade the Oyo State Secretariat.
If you want to completely replace your income and are fed up of every...
that were arrested on those last still in Agode prison. While one or two of them from the Yoruba Nation have died in that prison. This is just something that most of you seem not to understand. It is a war that is coming. This is not going to be your usual rally. It is a non-violent, but be fully prepared. It can become violent if care is not taken from the federal government should attack or do anything stupid during the course of the rally. The rally remains non-violent. That is what we are telling the international community that love a peaceful dialogue. Acting beautiful, peaceful dialogue since Buhari was in power. When Tinubu came, we have written Tinubu as well, and he has not even responded. But we would allow him to respond when we shut down the whole of Southwest on his head. And we don't know what Tinubu can do because Tinubu is a weak element and he might respond in different ways. As your president. This is a better opportunity. This is Yoruba land, not Fulani land, not Igbo. This land belongs to us. Àwọn bàbá ńlá wa tí wọ́n bá ṣiṣẹ́ débẹ̀, Tinubu ò lè wá rí ilẹ̀ yẹn tó máa fi ṣe Nàìjíríà lé lórí. Àwọn tó jẹ́ ìyá ìyá ńlá wa tí wọ́n bá já wa tó bá já débẹ̀, Tinubu gan fún rẹ̀ kò lè rí bí kan jókòó sí tó máa lóun gọ́kùn lé lórí. So we are still telling the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there is still ample of time for dialogue to allow the Yoruba people to now decide their fate and exit Nigeria. We are telling President Tinubu that the Yoruba people, under the leadership of Professor Adebanji Akintoye, are now fully ready to take and control the Yoruba territory so that the insecurity, our identity, our economy would be run fully without any interruption by a non-indigene but an indigene called Yoruba people. Britain, America, Germany, each of these countries, France and the rest, all have their own true citizen. We are not a true citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as we have been told. We have now confirmed that it has been lies for the last 100 years plus. Tell all these Yoruba politicians that are taking these movements as a joke. The whole of Southwest will be shut down so that we, the Yoruba people, can be free. And if you think that you will release your dogs from the barracks, your dogs from any part of the military barracks, the police station, to disrupt the upcoming rally, then there will be much chaos that can never be stopped. And as soon as there is a crisis within the country, international investors will put a full stop to operate in Nigeria because they are not sure what's going to happen with their ad-end money that has been pulled into Nigeria. The stock market will collapse, the airport will stop to work. All these operations across Yoruba land might not work as it is right now if the federal government thinks that they can come in add force on us. We are just warning them ahead because we know what they can do. And we are not in a military dictator as we speak right now. We are in democracy. But we have already seen that Tinubu has used democracy and is using a military dictator, just as we saw when the governor of River State has been removed and a military administrator in a democracy was brought in to rule and control River State. River State is not Yoruba land. If there is even any kind of state of emergency in Yoruba land, it's even good because there will be more chaos. There will be more chaos than what happened in 1993 after MK Abiola election was annulled. This time around, we have been much more able to understand why that failed, because some bastard Yoruba people compromised it. Mostly some of our others. So we are telling our kings in advance that when we eventually come out for our rally and our kings think that they can be used again, just like they have been used many times, just as most of them killed Abiola, their son, as they always call him. Dear, our generation, we are not that generation of 1993. We are now a different generation that will not tolerate what you did by not allowing Yoruba people to fully exit. Obashiju Ade, as we heard, also told Yoruba people to continue with one Nigeria and go and vote. We are not going to listen to Alaafin, neither are we going to listen to Ooni of Ife, Akarigbo, Awujale, Alake. Because gbogbo yín ni ẹ gbọ́ tá n pariwo pé kí Yorùbá padà síbi tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ refuse láti dá sí. That means pé ẹ̀yin ò ní interest pé kí Yorùbá kó wà gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè tí ẹ̀yin ṣe ọba lé lórí. So that means that ẹ ní right kankan mọ́lé wa lórí until tá bá gba country wa, tá bá gba country àwa máa fẹ́ yín ní right yẹn padà torí àgbé right lẹ́yìn lọ́wọ́ padà, but nígbà tá bá ti jáde fún rally you have no right to stop any Yoruba people across your state and your community tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe ọba lé lórí. Ọba lé lórí.
I'll tell you this. If you are
and tẹ́ bá prove pé
if you are old,
ẹ máa lo anything to
70s,
impress Tinubu or our governors, there will be a massive chaos. Tell you we are preparing for this spiritually, physically, and mentally. But we are using the same media that has never been used before to warn ahead of this day that is coming. We are just waiting for Babakitoye to go ahead and announce the date, and we start shutting down every part of Yoruba land for a massive mega rally that have never been witnessed before. If you are a non-indigene living in Yoruba land, you dare not tell us that you are going for your business. You will not be able to run your business as you are right now. We are taking back our land, and we need to protect it before your business. So you must gear up for that. As soon as a rally is called in Yoruba land, your businesses will be disrupted. Get me, as I say, your businesses will be fully disrupted until our land is fully back on our hands. If you have to prepare for any emergency or move your business slightly back to your state, start thinking of that now. The land doesn't belong to Igbo. Neither does it belong to Hausa people. Don't tell us we are one Nigeria. We are not fucking one Nigeria. We are Yoruba people, and we will do whatever it takes to take that land back to its glory as true Yoruba land. And we will welcome you to continue to live on that land, subject to the rules and the constitution that will then be used to run that land. Don't tell us that we are one Nigeria. Don't come and disturb our business. Fuck you. If you dare us, you can also be affected. We will not just be affecting our Yoruba people that won't be able to run their businesses as well, but you will also be affected. Take this to anywhere, I am telling you in advance. For those of you that are non-Yorubas, this is a big event that is about to start in Yoruba land. Don't misquote me. It's a big event that will lead to the declaration and the final exit of the Yoruba people. How long it will take from when we start, I would not be able to know, subject to what our leaders will decide. But I can tell you, the journey to leave Nigeria by the Yoruba people that are serious this time around. If you think that, oh, we are not serious, I've seen some of you Igbo people. I've read the comments. You bastard that continue to say that we should shut up. I am not talking to the true Biafra that wants to exit. I am talking to the bastard Igbos that think that Yaraba, fuck you. If you dare us, all your businesses will be shut down from the day we come out for the rally. You will not operate your businesses because our life is far better than your business in Yoruba land. If you need to start working towards to move your business to Igbo land, or those of you Hausa, do that now, because we will fucking shut down that whole southwest. It's coming. I can tell you that. They are mad people more than me, but they're telling me to tell you this in advance. This is a serious thing that needs to be resolved, but we hope it can still be resolved. Let me give back again to how we told Tinubu in 2024 that the Yoruba people wants to leave. We have given him a letter. It's up to him to now either go and find where that letter has been kept. Let me first go back again from any state actors in Yoruba land. You know yourself, the state actors, the one that the politicians use. We are one Yoruba people, but we are ready to fight you if you are going to defend the politicians against us. Yoruba Nation, Akintoye, Igboho, right, President Bola Tinubu, seek exit from Nigeria. This was one out of many newspapers that picked up the article of the press release and the letter that was submitted to all the mainstream media as at the time. This was Premium Times, put together on April 22, 2024. Let's read quickly. The Yoruba Self-Determination Movement, led by Professor Adebanji Akintoye and Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, has written an open letter to President Bola Tinubu seeking a peaceful breakaway of the Yoruba people from Nigeria. That is still our stand. Peaceful breakaway. And if you do not want peace, go and prepare for war between us and the government. It is not the first time that people are fighting to break away. As I speak to you right now, there are many countries that are fighting for a breakaway. I'll be telling you that in just a few minutes. In the letter that was signed by Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo, and Ola Ademola, the trio urged the president to establish a negotiating team with the group within the next 2 months and have a dialogue. Bubomo Yoruba, Tinubu failed to acknowledge or allow a negotiating team, Lani Yoruba, under the leadership of Babakitoye at the federal government. So, the government would have no choice than to listen to shut down Southwest with our rally in our millions, because it would stop quite a lot of activities across all the Yoruba land. And the federal government would then have to release a team that will negotiate with us. Without a negotiating team to dissolve Nigeria away from Yoruba land, we are not going back into our houses. We will remain outside until the day Yoruba Nation will finally have to be declared. It is not one-day task. It is not a 2-day task. It might take months. It might take weeks. it might take years. To buy more Yoruba, I know a lot of you are saying, "Ati ready, ati ready, ati ready." Kò ṣe party ready fún jọ́ kan, kò ṣe party ready fún jọ́ méjì o, kò ṣe party ready fún jọ́ mẹ́ta o. We must also remember that this is going to be a long and a very long one. Kò ṣe jọ́ kan là ń sọ̀rọ̀ o. Do not think that it is a one-day event. It is more than one day. We are still seeking a peaceful exit from Nigeria, but subject to whether President Tinubu is ready to accept such peaceful resolution. Ọmọlúwàbí ṣì ni wá, but we will not tolerate anybody to intimidate us, thinking that ọmọlúwàbí lè máa fi plea wa to tell us to go back while things will be resolved. This time around, that resolve must happen that will lead to us having our own country. Kò ṣe eré là ń sọ̀rọ̀. It is a big task ahead. This is not Igboho's fight. This is not Baba Tito's fight. It is each and every sons and daughters of Yoruba to liberate ourselves finally from the monster the British created called Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a monster. Let's go further. Most of us need to understand that we want to create another history, and there will be many enemies and traitors, like I said yesterday. In a letter that was signed, like I said, moving forward, we asked for dialogue with Tinubu and his government. He's not interested. And if you look at from April last year to April this year, we are already 17th of April. In the next 5 days, it will be exactly 1 year from this article. I think 1 year is more than enough for a serious government that doesn't want the death of innocent people to sit and dialogue, because dialogue can lead us to our exit peacefully. But if Tinubu thinks that he can just brush it aside like Buhari did while in office, as of government way, we are still seeking a peaceful breakaway of the Yoruba people from Nigeria. If they refuse a peaceful breakaway, they should expect a chaotic breakaway, and whatever that means to anyone, you should go and prepare your mind, soul, and body for that. If the government refuses a peaceful breakaway, that means the government must expect a chaotic breakaway of the Yoruba people, and they can't stop it. The task ahead is extremely serious. Do not joke with this. You want to join Yoruba Nation that believe that Oyeki Yoruba Daduro Gegebi Orilede. We are under a serious attack, and don't expect much from Tinubu on this. Let's go further. This is coming days after suspected Yoruba Nation, which we have known that Tinubu was part of those that set us up by bringing in Duke Onitiri to destabilize the true movement. We know that already because evidence has already pointed that this is not the first time that Tinubu has always destroyed every group within Yoruba land. He destroyed Afenifere, he has destroyed Nadeko, he has destroyed many organizations that has been set up within Yoruba land. Even many people confirm such. So Tobaniwo invaded your state when Duke Onitiri decided to tell those that are the followers, we want to declare Yoruba Nation. That is Tinubu's agenda. Tinubu drafted in Duke Onitiri into the movement to destabilize and destroy. That is the reason why in 2022, the Yoruba people could have had a chance to witness what I would have called a declaration of Yoruba Nation. I can tell you this now. A declaration of Yoruba Nation was ready in 2022. That information got to Tinubu, and Duke Onitiri decided to invade the Oyo State Secretariat. Some of those that were arrested are still in Agodi prison, while 1 or 2 of them from information have died in that prison. Duke Onitiri herself is still not yet declared as a wanted as of today by the same federal government under President Tinubu. But Tinubu still refused to lift the wanted that Fulani man, Buhari, lead to Igboho's death, that they wanted to kill him, because they were ready to kill Igboho on the 1st of July 2021. Igboho survived because his time has not yet come for death to take him out. But unfortunately, we lost 2 sons of Yoruba, Alhaji Fatai and Alhaji Adogon. Even though Tinubu is in power today, Tinubu has still not allowed the bodies to be returned to the family for a full burial. Tinubu has not yet allowed Igboho's account, and I say account, not 1 account, not 2, not 3, not 4. The smallest money in Igboho's account is 125 million naira. And as I speak to you, all these accounts are still shut down since 2021, when the former DSS and the former Attorney General Malani requested that they shut down all Igboho's account. And Afunaya, the Igbo man that was the DSS spokesman, presented Igboho as a terrorist and declared him wanted. But I can tell you officially today that after a thorough investigation by the European Union, with the evidence with me, they've confirmed that Igboho is not a terrorist, neither is he a criminal, and that is why the German government have not done anything to warrant his arrest, because he has not killed an ant, he has not destroyed Nigeria. Rather, Nigeria has killed millions of his people, and likewise, Nigeria destroyed Igboho's properties and killed 2 Yoruba people, and also took many to Abuja for many months until we fought hard to make sure that no Yoruba son or daughter will be in the custody. We did that. There are many people today wondering why Igboho is free to travel. He's been to London. If you are a wanted, you will not get through the border of United Kingdom. I have been to the airport not once, not twice, not 3, to welcome Igboho back to London, that he has been traveling before Yoruba Nation. Igboho continue to enjoy the privilege from a very great man that I will continue to appreciate all the time. The man that knows and understands that what Igboho was fighting for, he has already experienced such before in the past, and that is nobody else but the president of a very beautiful country, a country that has given us our rights far better than the monsters called Nigeria. I'm talking about a country that has been declared that 2025 is among the 25 countries that people have been told to visit. A country that is less than 13 million in population, but they have 24 hours constant electricity, the road network is good, the security is good, far better than Nigeria. We are grateful to this country that has tolerated Babakitoye and Igboho to live freely without any inch of any sort of questioning. So we are grateful to President Patrick Talon that, as much as I have been told from my last visit to Cotonou that there was a lot of imminent pressure coming from the Fulanese to release Igboho back to them, Talon stood his ground and asked for evidence that proved that Igboho is a criminal. They presented some evidence, but after a thorough investigation in those evidence, President Talon knew, just as anyone, that Igboho was in serious danger and he needs to be protected. These are facts that have just come out after my first visit to Africa in January. I was told with evidence that there was imminent pressure coming from the state actor, from Sultan of Sokoto to Buhari and many Fulanese, that Igboho must be released back to them. But President Talon says he dared not do so because to point me criminal name Sunday Igboho. Buratai, as at the time, was the ambassador to Benin Republic, another strategy by the Fulanese. That failed. Igboho confirmed to me that Buratai came to the prison with an open blank check that he should withdraw from Yoruba Nation and pen how much he wants on that check. Buratai did not know the kind of person Igboho is. And Igboho said to him, "You are a Fulani man." You've never heard of this before. There was a serious conversation going on in the facility that Igboho was kept when this visitation came through. Igboho said to Buratai, "You want me to stop what I am doing to save Yoruba people so that your Fulani clan can kill my people?" Buratai said he's not a Fulani man, and that is not the agenda. Igboho said, "That has always been the agenda, and you are a Fulani man." Those within the prison facility that was sent, and also a representative, this is an exclusive that you've never heard before. There was someone that was sent by President Talon to witness that visitation. And this goes to those of you that always say Igboho has been paid off, just to clear the air on that. Igboho said to Buratai, "That is a pistol being held by one of the prison guard. We are only few of us here. Kill me with this pistol and pay this once off and return back with my body to Abuja." But Igboho refused to back down, even while in the custody of the Benin Republic government. That message was relayed back to President Talon. And that is one of the reasons why Igboho is still enjoying his freedom, because he proved himself that money was not the reason why he was fighting for his people. President Talon confirmed during one-on-one conversation with Igboho after Igboho's mother died. You've never heard about this again before. President Talon now requested, prior before Igboho's mother died, that Igboho should be removed from where he is and give a place with security to support him 24/7, 7 days a week, because they can now see that the threat level on Igboho is high. There was also a particular day that there was some kind of security around Igboho, that the government of Benin Republic drafted more policemen again to give Igboho extra security. Eventually, when Igboho's mother died, President Talon requested to see Igboho one-on-one. He apologized. Or rather, he also felt that Igboho's mother that died definitely had to do with the reason why Igboho has been kept in the custody. President Talon told Igboho that they had no choice than to protect him, because there was pressure coming from Nigeria, as at the time Buhari was in office, so that Igboho can be returned back. And he needs to make sure that, according to the laws of the international law and the Constitution of Benin Republic, that since Igboho did not commit a crime in Benin Republic, he was only traveling, as many of you have done so in the past, using Benin Republic airport to travel out. Since Benin is also an ECOWAS country that Nigeria is, so you have a right to move within an ECOWAS country. Igboho did not live in Benin at the time. He was only traveling past Benin Republic, and there is no evidence that Igboho was operating any criminal activities inside Benin Republic. So that is the reason why he had to protect Igboho from the danger that they spotted. And that is why Igboho is still enjoying the freedom between Germany, where the family lives, and the wife, and Benin Republic, a place he has called home, since the Yoruba Obas pushed him out. While, as we witness today, many Yoruba people continue to be killed by the Fulani terrorists within Nigeria and within the Yoruba land. Let's go back to Yoruba Nation. Akintoye Igboho, right, Tinubu, last year, April. With 5 days from today that we wrote a letter to Tinubu. This time around, Tinubu must prepare for us, because when we shut down Southwest, Tinubu will react. That reaction will lead to crisis, anarchy, and chaos. It might lead to death. But every death that occurred during the rally, Tinubu will be held fully responsible as the chief commander officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And if care is not taken, it has been done in the history before. If care is not taken, and we end up as Yugoslavia, where Yugoslavia president, as at the time, was told that Yugoslavia was due to break up, but they refused to allow the breakup of Yugoslavia. But today, Yugoslavia still end up breaking up. But the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia dissolved between 1989 and 1992. So those of you Nigerians that are saying Nigeria cannot break up, that is a lie. Countries break up, and Nigeria will also break up. And the breakup of Nigeria kickstart from 2025. The Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia dissolved between 1989 and 1992, preliminarily due to the rising nationalist and ethnic tensions following the death of Giuseppe Broz Tito in 1980. The Yoruba people should have left Nigeria after the annulment of the election of Abiola in 1993. But nítorí àwọn tí wọ́n gbàbọ̀dé fún Yorùbá, they did not allow a full exit of the Yoruba people after the 1993. That should have been when Yoruba people should have left. But as usual, some wanted to also have the privilege to taste and enjoy and deprive the Yoruba people. For 25 years, they have deprived Yoruba people. All that will stop. Go by Speaker Le Yoruba, then just Speaker House of Assembly. All those buildings do not belong to you. If you cannot speak up on our behalf to the governors and the deputy, we would have to speak up to you to prepare and beef up for the upcoming rally, because all these activities will not run across Yoruba land. I can tell you that. We will not allow you to run any government within Nigeria on Yoruba land. You will have to go and do that in the north or go to Abuja. And you call any buildings in. The building belongs to us, and we have every right to shut it down when the rally starts. There will be a lot of activities. I'm just giving you one out of many. Yoruba land will be shut down for the rally. We'll come back to Yugoslavia in a minute.
If you want to make a full-time income from home working part-time,
we have written Buhari a similar letter prior to Tinubu becoming the president. But as usual, they refuse to respond and accept a peaceful dialogue. But if anybody does not accept a peaceful dialogue, then there will be crisis that will lead to a dialogue. If you do not allow peace, then you must allow chaos and crisis, and that could lead to a lot. So we are coming out for rally. It's not the usual rally. It is going to be a long one, and we don't know what the government might be planning as well. But whatever what they plan will not push us out to say, Ashimo. Then start thinking that this is not going to be so. The group in the letter alleged that the Fulani have been killing. Did you hear that word? Did you see how the paper in Nigeria is using alleged? Are we telling Nigerians lie, or the international community, that 29,000 Yoruba people were killed from 2015? There is evidence that even more people have been killed during Tinubu's tenure. But the Nigerian newspaper, who are also working against indigenous people, that are telling them lies, that Nigeria will be great one day. Some of them have been writing articles that Nigeria will be great one day for the last 30, 40 years. Some of them have become very old. And the new ones have been shot not to speak out, like we saw my brother that told Sheyi Tinubu to tell him Papa, and the music has now been banned by the NBC in that contraction. So there's nothing called allegedly, but that is what they've written in this article. 29,000 Yoruba people were killed in the 8 years of Buhari's government. More have died even in Tinubu's government. According to the group, the Fulani attacks and killings have led to instability and forced many farmers. Is that a lie? When according to Babakitoye, the Fulani attacks and killing. But we can say it now. Just this Sunday, yesterday, I gave you the list of the names of those that have been killed by the Fulanis. I gave you the list. I gave you the names. But many Yoruba people still do not believe what we are saying. Most of them think that we're lying. Most of them think that we're lying, that, the Fulanis are attacking and killing. But the evidence are there. The evidence are there. But some of them think it is all lies. But today, I am grateful that most of you that disagree with Igboho are now calling Igboho to come and help you, because your governors failed to help you. We're just a few minutes to the end of the broadcast. It added that it has no confidence in proposing restructure of Nigeria. It is too late for restructure. You cannot restructure Nigeria. Nobody can restructure Nigeria. The restructure of Nigeria has not been part of the agenda of any government since 1999. Obasanjo fooled Nigerians that they will restructure Nigeria. Yar'Adua did the same thing before he died. Jonathan did the same thing. Buhari doesn't even have any agenda for restructure. What Buhari did was to bring in Fulani agenda into Nigeria. The new government, according to Shetima, says, and I quote, restructure my foot. So where are you going to get the restructure of Nigeria? It will never happen. To move swiftly, the group called for a peaceful negotiation to separate Yoruba Nation from Nigeria with the involvement of international observer from the United Nations, African Union, and ECOWAS. And this is where I want us to stick to. Last year, when we wrote the letter to Tinubu, the year before, when we did the same thing with Buhari, we have stated clearly, so that means we will do whatever it takes now to force them to a dialogue where international observer, United Nations, African Union, and ECOWAS, and probably the European Union will then have to involve in the deliberation to allow the Yoruba people to leave Nigeria. But if anybody is mistaking this, that it is not going to happen among these politicians, I will leave the rest for you to think what might happen. My name is Olami Koiki. Have a very